So, hey guys, as I promised, I would show you around our sign before we made a start. As you can see, it's a little bit, how should we say, somebody's broken it in the bottom here, so that's all going to have to be dug out. There's all sorts of busted electrics here that need sorting. I think the rest of it's okay, just looks like somebody swung on that and broken one wire. So we'll have this apart, but the first thing we're going to do is basically make the new sign on the floor. I think that's probably the best way, and then Mike and I'll has come along and dig it out and put the new one in its place. The new sign comes on Monday. As you can see, this one is very, very faded. There's a subtle change to the sign. The boss maybe do a couple of things different, so it should really pop out a lot more. But this, I think we've had this since 2012, so it's done all right. It's, you know, it's 9 years service, but it's all a bit oof now. So I'm gonna fix that, sort the hangers out. They're slightly the worse for wear. They probably want sanding off and painting with, what do you call it, hammerite or Rust-Oleum, I think you call it over here. Somebody put googly eyes on our thing. How interesting. All right, so we'll give it a go and we'll see what we can do. But basically I've measured it all up and I got the timber. We're gonna fix it all up and make it wonderful. So yeah, that's what it looks like now. Let's see how we get on with this. So as you can see, we've now got a nice chunk of 4x4. This stuff is so expensive. I was actually going to do it in 6x6, but yeah, it's too heavy and way too expensive, and it would have looked way too cumbersome. So I think we'll just replace it with 4x4. So I got some pressure treated 4x4. What I'm going to do is make the top bar first. I'm just going to cut some wee joints in it, and it should be fairly good to go, I think. So yeah, we measured twice, you know, measure twice, cut once, as they say. Either that, measure 3 times. Basically this is where we're just going to shorten that to the old T-square and we'll get it sorted. So hey Mike, what's going on?
What's up?
so what we're doing, we're Mike is being my carpenter's assistant. He probably should be doing this better than me because I'm bloody useless. What we're doing right now is we're doing just the rough cuts for the joins, as you can probably see there. Just got one more to go. Real precision carpentry because we're using a sawzall. But it's better than nothing. It's something. So we'll this is the last one to cut, and then we'll bolt it together, and hopefully it's going to be about right. It should sort of fit in the same holes. We may have to make the holes somewhat bigger, and we've got stuff to stick it in. You
got a drill?
I got a drill. Yeah, I do got a drill.
Okay, we'll be right.
Either that, we're just going to have to like whittle it through with a penknife. What do you think of that? Would that be?
Pocket knives, we can do it.
We could do that.
You take one side, I'll take the other. We'll meet in the middle.
This could be a while though. Let's go through here. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, come on, baby. Precision carpentry. Pressure treated wood, you know. Awful. Yeah, we're doing all right.
You're right on it, pal.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
I might get this in the least amount of cuts yet.
Well, you haven't seen us go back to the store and get another 14 pieces of timber, which screwed up before, but
you
no.
Last time?
What do you mean? What?
What, the last time you did that on?
The last sign. No, that was the stuff we edited out of the video. You don't get to see that. We're getting there. Let's just flip it over.
One or two.
Just right the way over. Get it right the way over, yeah. I think we're getting there.
There.
I think that's it for that. No, you can leave it there.
You're gonna go right through there?
I'm gonna go this way now. Such precision carpentry. Don't give up your day job, eh?
I did actually.
Hey, that's doing all right. That's Wazima 180. Look at this, I got a magic log. It turns itself over. Ideal. Look at that, perfect. We're getting there. Pressure treated wood is always fun. I think we're through with this one though. Let's have a look. Yeah. Here, 180 again, please, Mike.
Hey Siri, flip the wood.
Brilliant!
We got that new Siri.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd say we're through, personally.
Are you?
Yeah, maybe we...
I think you just need to do
Hang on, maybe. See where we're here. I think just a little more on this corner. Actually, back,
part, right?
yeah, back one way. No, the other way. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Is that a little corner right there?
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Well, we've got to be close now. It's taking 180.
Yeah, that other side.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see it right there.
See, I've ruined the whole look of the thing.
I don't know.
As if by magic, look, it ran away down the hill.
It's gonna be too high up in there.
I don't know, people will be pointing that out to me for ages. They'll be going, look, you cut a bit too deep there. That's brilliant. All right, we're going to screw it together now.
That's why they say caulk and paint make it what it ain't. They'll never know what's behind it.
This is Mike's attitude to building. We like this kind of stuff. All right.
Listen, when we did duct work and we had a ceiling going up and we're above the ceiling, the one thing people would say is, who cares what it looks like, just a ceiling below it.
So yeah, Mike's now going to paint the sign. This is well, not the sign, but the signpost. We thought it'd be lovely with a bit of purple on it. Well, Lisa thought it'd be lovely with a bit of purple on it. So gosh, that's very wet. Hope it works. This is very fresh, pressure treated timber, this. So, but you know, whatever you can do, it's going to look lovely, isn't it, Mike? Lovely. Tell your friends.
Like, comment, subscribe.
It's a thing of beauty. Is that the dark purple? I think it is the darkest they've got. I don't know. Hopefully it dries a bit darker than that.
Oh, mamma mia.
He's only a wasp, don't worry.
Yeah, it's only.
Look, he just wants to be friendly.
Yeah,
I'll get the wasp to go away.
you know what?
I'll get the wasp to go away. Yeah, that's the right color purple. That's the darker purple. Yeah, it's got to be. It's gonna dry a bit darker, I'm sure. So he's just being friendly. Go and sod off, you. Mike's got nothing for you.
They don't know how to be friendly. It's not in their nature.
They're mean, aren't they?
Yeah, they're awful.
If they'd be a plant, they'd be something like convolvulus.
There'd be like a mix between Venus flytrap and poison ivy.
Smooth strokes up and down, and don't forget to hide the bits where I overdid it with the drill. It's in this sun, it's going to be done in no time. It's going to be perfect. Yeah, it's nice. You notice I invested in a real quality brush for you, Mike. Yeah, it was all at like $2, mate. Actually, I don't think it was that much. I think it was like 90 cents. Not 19, come on. I'm not going to be that mean. Oh, it's only 19 cents.
Is that made out of doll hair?
It's troll hair, yeah.
Oh, yeah, remember those?
Trolls, I remember them. Yeah, my sister had one. So they're all kind of cool. Yeah, all right. So let's get some paint on it, and meanwhile I'll go strip down the electrics and other piece off the other side. I should probably turn the power off before I do that. It's just one thing. No, I'm going to put some tape over the switch. So, just for the sign? Yeah, it's isolated, so I can just knock that off, and nobody will turn it on, I'm sure. You know, unless there's somebody around the store that goes, oh, I wonder what this switch is doing taped off here. Perhaps if I was to turn it on.
I don't think anybody in the store knows how to shut the sign off electricity.
Well, yeah, it's all fun.
Yeah, so I don't think anybody will touch it.
All right, so well, this good job, Mike. It's already drying. Look, it does dry darker. I can see that.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's lovely. This is exactly what we want. We want a beautiful. Well, yeah, it's been letting us down for a while, and as I said, the new sign should be here on Monday, so this should be good.
Yeah, you can't even get the flag in it now.
Well, I got a new flagpole bracket. We can stick that on too. Lisa said I got a white one, so I got to get a white one. All right, let me. Well, she wanted white because the flagpole's white, so she said.
Oh, blends in, you don't notice it.
This is, you know, happy wife, happy life, mate. You know these things. All right, then.
I'm not married.
Mike will accept all decent offers. If you can feed him and clothe him, that's wonderful.
Flags are accepted.
Yes, we should put out a lottery for you. That'd be ideal.
It's not a matter of looks or personality, it's all about assets.
Oh, you callous man. You callous man. All right. We'll be right back after these important words from our sponsors. Not that we have any. So what we're going to do now is basically take this out. We've sort of built the other signpost. Oh my word, it's a wreck. I guess the first thing I'll do is take down the sign, then I'm going to take off the electrics. Well, I might take off the electrics first. I think maybe that's a good idea. I have turned everything off, so let's have a look, see how easy these staples come out. Hopefully they do. They may not, you know. Oh dear. It's the trouble, these things, they're well and truly hammered in. The worst case is I may have to get more Romex, which is what I figured. I don't think they're going to come. Let's see if I can pull them this way. Yeah, I got a chance there. There we go. As long as we don't... Ooh. As long as we don't make a mess of the wire, we're golden. All right, it's going to be a bit of a battle, but we can do it. We can do it. At least I think we can do it. Outstanding. In a field. Come on, face it, this is strangely satisfying watching that. I'm just trying not to drop him in the grass though. I don't know how many 100 years this has been here. Some of these are quite rotten. Okay, I'm gonna have to go the other way with this one. Oh dear. Can I do it? Yes. There we go. Got him. A couple more, I think. I shall have to resort to standing on my ladder because I'm a short ass, as the saying goes. vertically challenged, unlike our Mike, who's like 6'7" or something. I'm only 1 3/4 meters. You get my height in metric because I'm from England. So I think that's about 5'9" in old money, so to speak. Well, it's coming apart, not looking too bad. Of course, probably might have been a good idea if I'd have gone and got another electrical screwdriver. Let's see what we got anchored down here. Gosh, it's falling out anyway. I don't know if I even need to. I think I've only got the 2 screws holding that. If I zap them out with a zip gun, which I'll go get, I could probably do a minimal disturbance to this if I can peel the cable back. The least I have to fight with to rewire, the easier this is going to be. But I can tell straight away there's going to be some rewiring. We can see that. He's well and truly stripped. Rotten as a pear. There's no thread on that, look. Not a bit. That was held in with good luck and nothing but. Well, it's been a few years. Maybe there's some bite to this one. Oh, that one's got a little bit in it. Some of us exercising supreme patience there. But they didn't set off like they were on the grid at Silverstone. All right, what we'll do now is we'll pull the rest of these down and I'll get up my ladders and do a bit. Ah, getting there. Just a few more to go. It really is as rotten as a pear, this thing. There we go. Let's have a look, see up here. This guy needs to come off, I think. And if I can whip him out, we ain't too rotten. I'll lift the whole damn thing down. I think that's what we'll do. All right, let's grab my zip gun. Scary times. Solidly mounted. Oh, how's your head, Anton? Oh dear, it's going to be a problem. Well, that one came out. Now then. Come on, fella. Well, as I thought, ain't going nowhere. It's broken, but no problem. At least it snapped. I think we can just lift him off at this point and bring him down. Ideal. Look at that, it's like a thing of beauty. Now then, what sort of mess have we got here? Ah, that's well and truly broken, so I'm gonna have to do some rewiring here, definitely. I think in here. That shouldn't be too hard, it's just been swinging around in the breeze. Obviously the screw has come loose and it's all dropped out, but we can fix this up, no problem. That'll be a little job to do. I think for safety I'm going to take the bulbs out right now. These are actually really decent LED bulbs, so they're hellish bright, as they say. And if you're Scandinavian, that'll make a sense to you, hellish. Hella being a make of Scandinavian lamp manufacturers. As hell, of course, is light. Not a lot of people know that, but there you go. All right, so of course, opportune time for the wind just to pick up a little bit. I'm going to try and take the sign down. We'll see if I can loosen these at all. They may be a bit rusted at this juncture. Oh no, they're coming. I did buy new ones. They are zinc plated, so they shouldn't be that bad. Love a good theory, me. I guess we'll have him up. I think he'll pass through there. Oh yeah, he will. All right, I got this. Interesting, this one's upside down. Okay, that's not a problem. Different. We'll make it sense one way or another. Alrighty. Avoid making any serious injuries. Let's just stick them there. Lift him up. Pass him through. There we go. I'll just pop this somewhere safe for now. Our sign of 12 years, which will be replaced. We're going to put this one back up on the new stanchion when we've put it in. All right, so we've got the old sign up. It broke off with Mike's incredible brute force. Now we got to see where this cable's going because it's direct burial. I'm not sure.
Looks like it goes. Well, it might just go straight down and then do some movement.
Yeah. What we don't want to do though is.
No, I can see it's going that way.
You can't see where it's going now. I don't know.
No, it's still going down. It's still going down.
Well, the main thing is to.
Yeah, now it feels like it's going this way.
I want to say it wants to go. The fact that it's bent this way, it looks like I think it's going this way because it joins underneath there somewhere. So it's probably going to go in a fairly straight line after that. Mm-hmm. But question is, how far do we go with the? I see the edge of the post here where it was. What we don't want to do is hit the cable as the key. There's the edge of the wood there. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's just rotted. Look at that.
It's rotten as a pear, isn't it? Yeah. Let's dig real careful here. Let's get the post hole diggers. The power is off, but I don't really want to cut through the cable because that's not a good thing. Well, you can see if you can chop a bit down with a. Oh yeah, the wood's rotten as a pear.
What are you looking for? About a 2-foot deep hole?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's probably ideal. No idea how deep it was before, but I've got some rotten stuff. I don't know if you can break more up there.
How big of a piece of wood they put in?
Yeah.
12 foot. They probably want at least 4.
I'm hoping we don't hit a dirty great big piece of concrete. That's what I'm hoping.
I don't feel nothing in here. Just a little wood. I think we're pretty good with the concrete. You got lucky. Look at that. And of course, it painted this one too.
Everything was green once. If you can bust that up any further down there, Mike, I know. It's quite rotten, fortunately.
So you know how far we're going.
I think they just went straight in the ground with it. I don't know if we can rip any more out.
You're at a foot.
Yeah, we want to go double that, I think.
You're not the same?
We want to go double that, yeah. What do you want? It looks like we're going away from the wire, which is good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Now you got that out, maybe I can go down further. These things work well when they work.
An auger works even better.
I don't got one of them.
Not many do.
I think there's another piece of wood under there. Did I get it?
Like the rest of the post.
Yeah, I think they just direct buried it, didn't they? Yeah, had it and I dropped it, I think. Yeah, there's something sticking there. If you...
You don't have like a crowbar.
I wish I did. You know what we got though? Wherever that was, that you could use that as a digging bar. The thing that was hanging the thing up, the hanging basket thing. Oh, there it is. It's the best we got. So here we go, finally. Got a bit late. We ran out of time last night to finish taking pictures, but look, we set it all in, and good as gold. When the new sign turns up on Monday, it's just a question of switching this out. So we've got the nice thing. There's a bit of touching up to do. Perhaps Michael will touch up today, but I fixed all the electrics, got that up and running. It looks quite nice. We got handprints all over the sign, but hey, it's solid, it works. We got to move the soil here, fill in a few holes, and put some grass seed down. But other than that, I think we're good to go. So there you go, our new sign finally constructed. Tell your friends.
All right, so we have stopped out with the new flowers. We've got some beautiful flowers. And lo and behold, a package has arrived. What do you think's in the package, Mr. B?
I think it's our new sign. Or signs.
It looks sign-shaped.
We're going to have to see. It's going to take some opening this, I have to tell you. This on outdoors. I'm going to take my mask off. Nobody minds.
No.
So,
nobody out here but us.
Nobody but us monkeys. All right.
Because it's not quite as exciting as the tarot card walls, but then again, I don't know. It's very exciting.
Well, I have to tell you, this is working. It's coming out.
So in sign history, I've had a beautiful sign that my nephew who passed away made me that someone stole. I had the giant sign with the crystal that someone stole one side of, and then they returned it because someone on campus told them it's not nice to steal from witches.
Well, we all know how much Carolyn loves witches.
Thieves. She loves witches, but she doesn't really like thieves, no. And then we've had the sign that's out front that's very, very faded. So this is an updated version of our logo with, instead of navy blue, it's going to have purple moonscape. So we're very excited.
I'd be more excited if
you could fight your way into the box.
I don't know. We'll get there. My knife is really sharp.
Oh,
Sharp
there you
enough,
go.
apparently.
There you go. Yeah, just be careful you don't slice the sign when you're opening the card.
No, I'm not going to slice the sign. It looks like it's got here in one piece.
Doesn't look as banged up as the one that came the first time.
Well, we hope it's not banged up.
Yeah.
It not be good.
No.
Making a whole load of trash here. All right, so.
Dun, 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 dun. The suspense is killing me. Now, is it a double-sided sign or is it two separate signs?
They don't do reflective and double-sided. So
okay.
What we had to do was basically order one. Gosh. 2 single-sided signs.
Okay.
If you get my drift,
yeah.
Which you might. Let's try and lift it up this way now. Oh, my gosh. Well, I mean, it's packed for transit, isn't it?
It looks like it might be a little heavy there, too.
It's not that heavy. No, it's not. The
well, I hope it's not too heavy.
The box is heavier than the signs.
So you and Mike will be able to hang it, I hope. Or it'll be another one of those, how many witches does it take to hang a sign?
There's quite a few on Friday, as you will see. Done. Oh, it's well and truly packed.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
All right. Let's just move the box out of the way for a second so I can stay there. I don't think we're going to get this in the recycling this week, unfortunately.
That's a nice big cardboard for chicken coop liner.
Well, it's not going in anything but the truck. So I'm just going to put it behind here for now.
I line the bottom of my chicken coops with cardboard and then I put the straw and bedding down, so
right.
I'm worried that they don't get...
Here comes another delivery driver. I have to put my mask on.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
We're shooting a live video.
Anton. So. Thank you so very much. You're welcome. All right.
That's hooks probably to hang the sign with.
It's not. I wish it was.
Oh.
They are pet filters.
Okay.
For the pet fountains. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Now then, how do we get in here? My word. It's certainly well wrapped.
Well, let's hope there's nothing wrong with it.
Doesn't appear to be.
The last time we ordered a sign, but it wasn't from this company. One side was all dinged up and scraped up and damaged, but...
Oh, it looks pretty good. see if we can't just lift it out. Maybe we'll...
Do you want Jen as your trusty assistant?
Nah, I got it. Ever so gently, so as not to bang anything up. Another rinse and repeat. I know the shipping was cruel expensive on this.
I think the shipping cost more than the sign.
Well, shipping was a lot of money. But I couldn't drive to Salt Lake City for what it cost them to send us here.
Are you saying that our sign is a Mormon?
I don't think it's more on that. I don't.
Nice rounded edges.
Well, yeah, I asked for that. Of course, I've got one side the wrong way up. It's just got hold of him. What do you think?
Esoteric Consultations Inc. It says on the very top, because that was our first name, was Esoteric Consultations. And when we moved out here, there was a store called Esoterica at 81 Main Street, and we were 180. So we didn't want them to think we were trying to confuse the issue. So we became doing business as the Awareness Shop. And it says, a magical place for magical people, open 7 days. World famous metaphysical store. Voted the Hudson Valley's best psychics. Established in 1993, which means Memorial Day weekend is our 28th anniversary. So there you go. It's beautiful, I think. Fantastic.
Yeah?
Yep.
You like it?
I like it. It passes management approval.
There you go.
Little breezy today. The removal of the old sign. Hopefully the tin that it's on, or whatever it is recyclable, as we like to recycle. All right. Part 1.
I'm going to switch the clips. I'm going to take them off and spray them so that they look nice.
Okay. You can see how much the old sign has faded when you compare it to the new one. But that one is about a little over 10 years old. I think the last time we got a new sign was like 2011, maybe 2012, but I think it was 2011. I'm not sure, I'd have to go look at invoices, but you can see how much it has faded in the 10 years that it's been hanging in the sun and wind and rain. And we decided we'd get a new sign because so many people say they can't find the shop. But there is the other side of that is like platform 9 3/4, and it only is illuminated to you when you're supposed to find it. So hopefully this helps some seekers find what they're seeking. All right, old sign removed.
We good?
Yep.
All right.
And new sign put on the clips. Clips painted. Look how nice and easy and light that is. So today is May, I don't know, what, 23rd, I think?
No, it's the 24th.
24th. Oh, I lost a day. I lost a whole bunch of days this past week, but anyway. All right, May 24th, the inauguration of the newest Awareness Shop sign, designed by Lisa and Anton. Here it goes up into its new signpost. Come out a little closer. I'm a little gimpy today, but just want you to get a good close look. He's securing it so it cannot be stolen, in hopes that it is not stolen. New Paltz is an interesting town. We love it here.
Skip, nip and get a spanner and tighten that up.
Oh, gonna get a spanner and tighten it up. But there you have it, the new awareness shop sign. 180 Main Street, open 7 days. Yeah, pretty cool. We're liking it. We have our coexist flag out. Gay Pride Week, the first weekend in June. I think they're having a gathering at Hasbrook Park this year instead of a parade. COVID and all, but at least they're doing something this year. So there you go. We're in a shop. Open 7 days. Blessed be.